this is Baby Doll. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hello, my doll hearts. How y'all doing today? Today we're gonna be talking about how I lost my virginity at 14 years old and my mom put the nigga in jail. Boy. It was my brother's best friend. Like when I was like 6 years old, he used to be over. Like my mom paid for his clothes, my dad paid for my parents paid for everything for this dude. I had started liking him like when I was like 10 or whatever. Like I lied, I started liking him when I was like 7. I don't know, young as hell, way before Hurricane Katrina. So this how I got him. I came home from school one day. He was coming out my house and I was like, "Can I kiss you?" And he was like, "Yeah." And so that right then and there, like when I got off the bus today, I was thinking it's now or never. I know he gonna be there. So I'm like, let me get this nigga because, you know, I've been liking this nigga since I was a kid. So like I'm 14 years old. I'm like, okay, let me get this nigga. So I was like, "Can I have a kiss?" And he was like, "Yeah." And then, you know, from there we would, for like months, we would, you know, just kiss. And then like I had moved in with my mom in Walnut. He was chilling over there like always. He was in the living room. It was like 11 something at night. He came in my room and we started kissing or whatever, and he was on top of me. I was like, am I about to lose my virginity? And he was like, if you want to. So we took our own clothes off. He stroked for like, he did 3 strokes and then he left. And I'm looking like, what? I went up in there to see what he was doing, and he was eating some key lime pie. And I'm just like, what you doing? Eating pie? And I'm just like, in my head, I'm thinking, you know, for him to been my brother's best friend, he gave me a 3-stroke virginity break. Like a 3-stroke virginity break. After that, he would come around or whatever with his baby mama, and he would tell me, they not together. He just, you know, he gotta be a certain way. And this nigga was up here rubbing this bitch feet in front of me. She was like 4 times my size and she was pregnant and you couldn't even tell. This hoe was pregnant with twins, which I was 14 years old. I just listened to whatever he was saying. He was my brother's best friend. Like, why would he do me any harm? Like, my parents, he had been living in this house. The house that I'm in right now, I've been living in this house since I was 2 years old. Yeah, and the female, you know, she would come around. They would be at my house. He would be rubbing her feet in front of me, and I would just be, you know, that's his baby mama. She pregnant with twins. So I mean, you know, I ain't have no complex, but you know. And then after that, like a few months later, he would, like, we had sex like 4 times. Like every time he wanted to have sex, he would just go home, ask my mom where I was, which my mom ain't know shit about it. But when she did find out, boy, she was like, she was like, okay, so she had heard I had sex with Donovan or whatever from a Ariana Jackson, a hoe I'm not friends with no more. Wait, what? I don't even care. But yeah, because she had told my mom that I was fucking with Donovan, which is the brother of the person I lost my virginity to or whatever. And So I was like, so at the time, I was at the time when Edward went to jail, my virginity breaker. At the time, I had liked his brother, and I didn't know that was his brother because, you know, I met him at my house. Like, he wasn't there. Like, I didn't know that was his brother. And I'm like, okay. You know, we started talking. I liked him. We would text every day. He would be in my room all the time. Like, my mom would come up in there. Like, he would be in my room. We would be watching TV. And, you know, mind you, I'm 14 years old. And these dudes are 5 years older than me, 6 years older than me. Me and Donovan, you know, had sex or whatever in my room or whatever. This how that happened. Never mind, I'm not gonna talk about that. But yeah, so the reason how Edward went to jail is because Ariane was like, told my mom that I had sex with Donovan, but I liked Donovan and I was trying to be his girlfriend. So I was like, Mom, me and Donovan just best friends. I lost my virginity to Edward. And my mom was like, she beat the fuck out of me. Like, she beat my fucking ass. Like, she beat my ass. She looked at me. She was like, first she, first she cried. Ready? First she cried. Here you go. Lacy kitty. The treat's right here. But first she cried, and then she was like, then she beat the fuck out of me. She beat my ass. Like, that was my first ass whooping. The only time I ever got whoopings, here you go, baby. The only time I ever got whoopings is when I hit my sister. And this bitch, my mom, she grounded me for like 4 fucking months. My brother would come through every day and give me a phone because, you know, he was in that world, boy. But my brother in jail right now. But damn. But after he went to jail for 7 months. After he got out of jail, I was riding my bike down the street one day and I seen him. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. And he see me and he, of course he see me. Everybody see me. Everywhere I go, people always see me. Like, no matter where I'm at. You ain't eat the rest, baby. Every time I see me, people always know me. Everywhere I go, like, I'm like, I don't know you. But, hey, when he saw me, he was like, he seen me. I was riding my bike. He was like, he stopped. So, you know, I stopped my bike or whatever and let him walk up to me. And I was looking. I was like, you mad at me? And he was like, no. And he wanted a hug. But the reason how growing up I knew he liked me, like when I was a kid and stuff, because when we would hug, he would touch my booty. Like, man, this nigga a pedophile. I would have never started liking him if he wouldn't have been touching on me. Boy, that's why this nigga wasn't mad when he went to jail. Because this nigga was always touching my booty and shit. You know, when I was bad built as hell, this nigga would be hugging me and then be grabbing on my ass. Ooh. Ooh. But after he got out of jail, boy, he wanted to be with me. So I was talking to him, you know. I was probably 17. Yep. No, 16 at this point or whatever. And he was like, you know, he wanted to. After he got out of jail, he had like 3 teeth missing. You know, he would kiss me and I'd be like, ugh. Like, so I'm like, look, I can't do this, dude. Like, man, no, I don't even like you like that. Like, I was like his girlfriend for a little week, but then I cut it off because I'm like, ugh, you ain't got no teeth. You, like, you know, this nigga was this nigga had a baby mama on me, and I didn't even know he was still with the bitch. Like, I'm walking around here thinking, you know, this is my boyfriend or whatever, but nobody knew about it because, you know, he was my brother's best friend. He was my mama's son, basically, but my mom put his ass in jail. Like, I didn't think that would happen, bro. Like, Mom, she really put this nigga in jail. This nigga was really, you know, when I was younger, I was wondering, like, why is my mom mad at me because I had sex with Edward, but this man was touching on my booty at a young age. That's why when he went to jail, he wasn't mad at me. Oh, my God. man, mom, I'm so sorry. I ain't talking to that hoe right now, but man, mom, I'm sorry. I understand now. Bro, mom, I'm so sorry, mom. I understand now. I ain't talking to you right now, but you probably watched my videos. Man, damn. This nigga, I was 14 years old and this nigga was just rubbing on my booty and shit. Like that's the way it started. I cannot believe this shit. I mean, of course I would like somebody that's touching on my booty, because at that time in my life I liked somebody just because they was nice to me or whatever. But he was the adult in the situation, and my mom had said that. My mom was like, this, he was the adult in the situation. Like, man, my mama go hard for me, boy, but when it comes to these men, my mama choose men over her children. And that's why she not in our lives now. Baby, you can't want no more treats. But yeah, this is how I lost my virginity at 14 years old. 3 fucking strokes, bro. Why would you do that? Like, how was you my brother best friend? You was the family man, but you only, like, my virginity, like, that was something that I'm gonna remember the rest of my life. Like, this nigga could have made it special or some shit, but this nigga 3 strokes and then he got up out the bed. Like,